This video is sponsored by SeriousReaders, the lighting company. When building and painting my models, I need good quality light to help me achieve the best painting results and help protect my eyes from strain and damage. Recently, I've been using the SeriousReaders high definition lights for my hobby painting needs. Serious Lights uses daylight wavelength technology, which replicates the natural daylight spectrum as closely as possible. These lights will project a balanced, natural light beam with the added benefits of low heat, low energy, and a full 5-year warranty, including bulb life guarantee. Boasting industry-leading purple LED daylight wavelength technology that deploys specialist phosphors to replicate the daylight spectrum, the high-definition light goes further than ever before to project a balanced, natural light beam on whatever you're doing. Even the smallest of details can be seen crisp and clear, such as the detail on this Orc pilot's face. Such superior lighting will allow you to execute fine detail painting more efficiently for hours on end, safe in the knowledge you're giving your eyes the best quality light possible. SeriousReaders is a British company, and the Serious Lights range is hand-built to order here in the UK with shipping available worldwide. If, like me, you take your eyes seriously, then SeriousReaders has a wide range of lights expertly crafted to your needs. Link in the video description below and in the comments section, and if you use promo code STRIKE6 you'll receive a free compact light with any purchase in the Serious Lights range, including the high definition, the Alex light and classic light. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's Challenger Scorpion, Blood Angels versus Ynnari. Right, welcome to the Challenger Scorpion Battle Report, Ynnari versus Blood Angels. It's been a long time since we've seen Blood Angels on the channel, so a chance to take them for a spin, and it will be a debut here for Ynnari, finally making their appearance on the channel as well. So before I run through the Blood Angels list, just mention the patrons at gold level. They get their names shouted out at the start of all of our battle reports, and also a patronic dice to use at some point during the game. So that's Andrew Swan, Chris Heim, Bruce Zhao, Carrie Kunkel, Thrall of the Silent King, Dave Humphreys, Dylan Moore, Travis and Jen, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Martin aka Vagabond, Drew Gums, Maxwell Knuckles, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Elmo, Ray Cross, Samuel Palinari, Scott Costello, the artist formerly known as Veej, Tom Weeks, Tyler Schwab, Tyler Summers, Frank Shepard and Reed Gardner. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. At the end of the game, I'll call out all the supporters at silver level, and you can check out the end credits for all the supporters, including those supporting at bronze. And all the proceeds are split 50-50. Half goes to the Camera and Gear Fund, and the other half goes to SSWG, my local War Games club. So 2,000 points of Blood Angels here. We'll run through the list for them. So I'm running a double patrol just to gain access to the extra HQ choice. So that's minus 2 CP for that, and then extra warlord traits and relics being taken, dropping down to 7 command points available for this force. So HQ choices, first off, is Captain Lazarus here. Jump pack, it's a jump pack captain with a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. Warlord traits actually taken 2, one from the Space Marine Codex and then one from the Blood Angels Codex as well. So Gift of Foresight, Warlord trait being taken for him, so he gets an opportunity each turn to reroll, hit roll, wound roll, and saving throw. Relic is the Hammer of Baal, And then the second Warlord trait from the Space Marine book is the Imperium Sword. So he gets to reroll his charges, then +1 attack and +1 strength on the charge. Then 2 more HQ choices. It's Romulus and Remus here, the 2 Librarian Dreadnoughts, both taking the same psychic powers, so Quickening and Wings of Sanguinius been taken for them. And then Chaplain, formerly known as Chaplain Angry Eyes, have changed it to Chaplain Angrius here. So Master of Sanctity been taken for him. Wise Orator Warlord trait being given to him as well. And the relic is the Icon of the Angel, so 6-inch reroll charge aura ability for him. Litany of Hate, Mantra of Strength, and Canticle of Hate are the litanies being taken for him. Then on to troops, a full squad of 10 intercessors. Those are equipped with the auto bolt rifles. And then 2 more troops choices. It's Incursors, 2 squads of 5 being taken. Then on to elites, it's a unit of Sanguinary Guard. 7 of those just taking the Angelus bolt guns and the blades, the swords. Then a unit of 5 Thunderhammer Terminators, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields being taken for those. And then on to fast attack, 5 Plasma Inceptors been taken. And then for heavy support, 2 Invicta Tactical War Suits been taken. And that completes the Blood Angels list. Phoenix Lords have been allocated. It's the top tier support on the channel for YouTube channel membership. So they get allocated to units to follow around during the game. So Michael Fry, I've put him onto the Smash Captain, onto Captain Lazarus. Devin Matthews onto the Chaplain. Here, and then on Romulus and Remus, it's Chef and Lucas Brown going to work in partnership here, these 2 Dreadnoughts fighting together. That's the list for the Blood Angels. We'll take a look now and see what the Ynnari have in their list. So 2,000 points of Ynnari. We welcome Carl Moorhead to the channel. He's answered the call and will debut here in this Challenger Scorpion battle. And it's great to see Ynnari finally on the channel. A number of people have been asking when they will appear, but now that wish has been granted. Ynnari, no pressure, Carl, but Ynnari finally on the channel. We'll let Carl run through his list.
We have 1,996 points of Eldar today, with a single battalion detachment. The Warlord is the Farseer, and he is armed with a Singing Spear, as well as the Phoenix Gem for his relic. Then we have the Archon. He is armed with a blast pistol. And our final HQ is, of course, the Vizarch. He is, as is, no relics or Warlord traits taken for him. We'll move on to troop choices then. We have 10 Guardian Defenders with a Star Cannon. We have 10 Drukhari Cabalites. The Cyberite is armed with a Agonizer and a Blast Pistol. The unit has also taken a Dark Lance for the heavy weapon and 2 Shredders for the special weapons. Then we move on, we have 5 Rangers, just with their Ranger long rifles, and they also have a Wireweave net. And the final troop choice is 10 Witches. The Hecatrix is armed with a Power Sword and a Blast Pistol. We also have a Razor Flail, and we have Hydra Gauntlets. Let's move on to elites. So we have, for the elites choices, we have 9 Dire Avengers. The Exarch has the Shimmer Shield and a Power Glaive, and I have taken a defensive stance for their Exarch power. Next, for the Aspect Warriors, we have 6 Highland Banshees. The Exarch there has Mirror Swords, and for their Exarch ability, I've given them Graceful Avoidance. Our other elites are 10 Incubi with a Clavex with Demiclaves, and a Warlord with, or Warlock with Singing Spear. His psychic ability then I've taken is Shield of Iniad. I should also note then that the Farseer has taken Ancestor's Grace and Word of the Phoenix. Okay. And our last 2 elite choices, quite a lot of I think all the elite slots are filled up in this army. 5 Wraith Blades armed with the axes and the force shields. And also, finally, for the elites, Wraith Lord with a Bright Lance, a Shuriken Cannon, twin Flamers, and a not a Power Sword, it's called a Ghost Glaive.
That's the one, yeah. Okay.
And for heavy support then, we have a Warwalker that's armed with a Bright Lance and a Star Cannon. And finally, for our 2 dedicated transports, we have a Wave Serpent that is armed with twin Bright Lances, Shuriken Cannon, and finally the Raider that is armed with a Disintegrator Cannon and Chain Snares. No other upgrades taken. The upgrades for the Wave Serpent then are the Crystal Targeted Matrix, Spirit Stones, and Vectored Engines.
So that's Carl's list. Seer of the Shifting Vector is the warlord trait that's been given to the Farseer. Then Phoenix Lord's Longbow BB over in the corner there on the Wraith Lord. Amy Almo here on the Howling Banshees. Chris Comiskey on the Visage just there at the back. And then Martin on the Warlock. Martin AK Vagabond, and then Ben Shaw on the Warlord at the Farseer. So that's the list here for the Ynnari. Debut for them on the channel. We'll see what kind of impact they make. They're up against the Blood Angels here. So debut taking place and a new combination for a game. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next for this Challenger Scorpion battle. Alright, so we have a mission. We're playing the Tempest of War pack here, so priority targets has been drawn for the primary mission. Hammer and Anvil for the deployment. As Blood Angels are going at this end, their deployment zone marked by the red dice across here, and then 24-inch no man's land here, the Ynnari, their deployment zone for Carl marked here by his red dice across there. So there is 5 objectives on the board. You have to put 1 into each of the deployment zones, so Carl's put his just next to this ruin. Then for the Blood Angels, my objective is just here, and then 3 in no man's land. So 1, 2, which is almost in the centre of the table, and then 1 just over next to the barrels across there. So for this mission, priority targets on turns 2, 3, 4 and 5. At the start of your command phase, if you control 1 objective marker, it's worth 5 points, and if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. At the end of the game, you get an extra 5 points for each objective that you hold, up to a maximum of 20 points. Then we've drawn for mission rule Chilling Rain, which is no extra rules being used in this battle. Each of us will draw secondaries at the start of each command phase, up to a maximum of 3. It's just the usual rules for that, for Tempest of War. So we just covered terrain. So there's 4 main pieces of obscuring terrain here. So we're going to play these as ruins, and we'll play the footprint of the ruin here, so running around in a square like this. Light cover, infantry and so on can move through and gain the benefit of that. And then these are sort of large obscuring pieces of terrain, so that will help with line of sight in this battle. There's a number of other barricades, tank traps scattered across the board, usual rules for those, and then in the middle here and across the other side, Munitorum armoured containers. So we'll play exposed position for units on top, but infantry and so on sheltering behind, they can gain light cover if they're shot at from the right angle. So quite straightforward for terrain in this game. We will now start alternating placing units on the board next. So the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game, battle mat is from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size. We just marked the boundary across here for our Strike Force size games. Also using their Gothic Ruins terrain set here, pre-painted terrain. So that's this set across here, one set that fills up the table nicely. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your suppliers of battle mats, and also pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Link in the video description below. So for Tempest of War, we've got to sort of be on standby to react to secondaries as they're drawn. So we don't know what ours will be at this stage. So we're going to on the home objective here. So the 10 intercessors can remain as 10 here for this game. The 2 Romulus and Remus Stregnauts just on the home objective as well. Across the other side, sheltering behind the obscuring terrain, is a unit of incursors. The other units at concealed positions, they've gone into the middle of the board and have claimed the central objective, which is just under their feet, just tucked in there. And then the 2 Invicta Tactical War Suits, one backing up this squad here in the middle, and the other one across the other side. When we go around the other side of the table, you'll see why he's deployed across there. So it's partly to claim this objective, also in reaction to the walker that's deployed here for the Ynnari. So a bit of a face-off here between these two. So we'll cover Carl's deployment in just a moment. For reserves, the Blood Angels here, and this just fits just under half the strength of the Blood Angels force. So Lazarus, Sanguinary Guard, Terminators, Chaplain, and then also the Inceptors, the Plasma Inceptors in reserve as well. So those will all arrive via Deep Strike turn 2 onwards. Okay, so Carl's deployment here is a good spread across the board. So Banshees just tucked in here inside the ruin, Archons with them. Carbolight Warriors here just tucked at the back. Dire Avengers just sheltering behind the tank traps here, the barricades. Guardians just tucked to the edge of the ruin on the objective. Farseer just with them. Witches tucked at the back, is making use of this line of sight blocking terrain. Wraithlord as well. And then the Spirits here just tucked behind him. Then Scoutwalker we've already seen deploying across here. And then inside the Raider is the Visage and the Incubi working together. And then tucked right in the corner, I think it's to provide firepower support with the Bright Lances, is the Wave Serpent. No doubt it can move very quickly across the board. It has been loaded up with the Wraith Guard here. So the snipers, the rangers, they could deep strike in. You're going to play those or walk them on from reserve, or?
I'm going to deep strike them in.
Right, okay, so they'll arrive from reserve, and that's turn 2 onwards. Okay, so that's deployment done for both sides. I think both armies sort of measuring each other up at this point. It's early scouting units pushing ahead, but we'll see how this develops. Ynnari have to keep one eye in the sky for this one as the Blood Angels prepare to arrive via Deep Strike. So the shape of the game will no doubt change when that happens. We'll go on to the first turn of the game next. Okay, first turn of the game, it's a roll-off here, so I'll roll to see who goes first. So, no, I'm not going to use my Xenos dice, I'll use the red dice here. So
I'll use my red dice as well.
After you, we usually let Xenos players roll first, so Carl can roll up here to see what he gets. It's a 1. Okay, and then a 3 for the Blood Angels, who will go first. Oh, so sure whether that's good or bad. I think it's good for the Invicta Tactical Warsuit. He's going to get the first strike here against the Warwalker. But we'll go on to turn 1. It will be the Blood Angels that make the first move. Right, so we're on turn 1. Secondaries have been drawn here for the Blood Angels. So no retreat, no surrender is the first one that's been taken. So to complete that, I mustn't fail a morale test, I can't fall back, and I can't leave any objectives that I start the round in range of. So these are going to have to stick on the objective. For example, I need to do that across the board. So that's perhaps doable on turn 1. Behind enemy lines, you can save that for later. That's getting units into Carl's deployment zone. And then storm hostile objective, that's clearing an enemy objective, taking and holding that. Or as the opponent not controlling any objective markers at the start of your turn, and you control the objective mark in the opponent's deployment zone, which is quite an extreme one to go for. But we'll leave those as they stand. They all seem quite doable at different stages of the game. So we'll leave those secondaries in place, and we'll start moving with the Blood Angels here. Okay, so turn 1 movement, quite straightforward. So here we are going to try and play this secondary, which is very restrictive. So try and get it completed. I think it's worth the points here for not too much disruption. So we've swung him around. He's staying within range of the objective marker. It's too much of a stretch for him to try and get the charge in here and remain on the objective. I can't leave these objectives. This Dreadnought is free though, so it's move 10, nice and quick. And he's going to try and swing around and go for close combat across here. So there's good firepower, potential close combat available here with these Dreadnoughts. Already noticing for Tempest of War, these are quite useful to have sort of in the middle of the table for these secondary objectives, the two of them working together. Other than that, there's no other movement taking place. Happy to stay at the back with those, just to sit on the objective and try and fulfill this no retreat, no surrender secondary movement's done. Psychic phase, we'll give that a pass. There's no need to try and activate any psychic powers on the two Dreadnoughts, so we'll move on to shooting phase next on turn 1 for the Blood Angels.
Fast reactions.
Yes, you can, okay. Right, lightning fast reactions is going to be played on the Walker. It's just tucked behind the containers across there. So -1 to hit rolls against him. So we're going to fight this Dreadnought here that's declared the firing into him. That's the autocannon shots and the heavy bolt are going to go into him, and the twin iron how heavy stubber is going to go across here into the Guardians. They're inside the ruin, so we can see and shoot at them. So twin iron how heavy stubber will go across here. So we're looking for 3s. No kind of buffs or bonuses going on. Then 3s to wound at strength 4. Eek. 0. Oh, sorry, 1. 1 comes through. -2 actually, because we're in Devastator Doctrine. Yeah, -1 and then a further -1 on top of that.
It's a 6.
6, okay. Saves passed. Okay, it's declared on the weapons platform. 6 is a comfortable pass, so no damage coming through against the Guardians. We'll now go for the heavy bolter against the Walker. It's looking for 4s. You get hits here. Strength 5, toughness
6.
Toughness 6. 5s to wound. Nothing. The toughness keeps it alive. And then the auto cannon shots coming through next. So this is the twin iron out auto cannon, heavy 6. Looking for 4s. Then we're looking for 3s at strength 7. Okay, so there's no need for a command reroll here. So 3 make it through, and these are at -2. So there is Strands of Fate. Carl does have a couple of saves that he could use if he wants to.
What's the damage on?
Damage 2 for this one. 3 have made it through. So let Carl think about what he wants to do. He could deflect some of the damage away, but it's whether to use up the precious strands at this stage.
I'll use 1.
He's going to use 1. Okay, so that negates one of them. So there's 2 left to roll up for. -2 on these.
5 up in on either way now.
Yeah, 5 ups. Blocked 1. I think we'd be happy enough with that. So 2 damage taken. So it drops to 4. He's got these snazzy wound markers here. So, there you go. Okay, so 4 wounds remain. Okay, we can see the Walker here with the second Dreadnought, so we'll shoot at him with the autocannon, and then the heavy stubber and heavy bolter is going to go into the Guardian. So do autocannon first of all. So 6 shots, again needing, yeah, -1, so 4s. Okay, that stratagem certainly has helped. And then we'll go for 3s to wound. I'll do a command reroll on this one. I'd like that to go through, so we'll go 3+. Yeah, so 2 have made it through. So 5s. Yeah, you can use some patronic helpers. There's some real Eldar sympathizers here that
use a Strand of Fate for the first one.
Gonna negate
the last one, then I'm gonna have to, because
This is an important. Yeah, it's an important roll. Carl doesn't want to take damage here. I'm looking for LW. Tyler Summers is a Drakari player.
Ooh, I don't know, because that's a craft world.
Oh, right, you want to match up, right?
I don't feel too happy with that.
Yeah, looking around here. Isn't a Blood Angels player for me? Yeah, Longbow BB here. Eldar player to the rescue here. It's to try and stop 2 damage coming through. 5+ required.
Oh.
And a 6 comes through. Well done. Okay, big thanks to the...
Thank you, Longo.
Well done. Okay, so that's just negated that, isn't it? Save 1 and then blocks the other with Strands of Fate. So next we'll go Heavy Bolter in here. So looking for 3s. 3s. So that goes on the platform because it's been allocated already. So 2 up because it's in terrain, and then -2.
So 4 ups?
Yeah, so 4 is required. Pass. Well done. Okay, so no damage coming through. And then the Iron How Heavy Stubber. 3s.
Who's that going into, sorry?
Guardians, yeah, it's going into the Guardians, and then 3s again.
Ooh.
Okay, 4 make it through at -2. So the platform may be in trouble here. We'll see what comes up. 4's required. 2 make it through. You could command reroll to keep the platform alive. It's got 12 CP, so plenty of command points available. It'd be a 4+ a 50/50 for a gun platform.
They're 1 damage apiece?
Yes. Yes, so 1 success would just mean a wound taken, keeping the platform alive.
So I will command reroll it down.
Yeah, okay.
On a 6 I get it back. Nope.
This is for the Warlord trait.
Yes.
Yeah. 6, well done. Good dice rolling here. So 1 wound taken on the platform. That's probably going to save it for this turn. I don't think there's any other firepower that can affect it. Alright, so 1 wound taken on the gun platform. That's the firepower complete. We're too far away across here. It's auto bolt rifles, range 24. It's hidden away here, so no target for these. So firepower is complete. We'll go on to charges next. There is 1 potential charge. It's the Dreadnought going into the Walker. Yeah, this is Overwatch here. Just going to have a go with the Walker.
So let's go down to 9.
So 9 CP remains.
Well, first of all, I'll fire the Bright Lance.
Needing the 6.
Nope.
Close.
Close but no cigar. And now the Star Cannons.
Yeah.
1, that's strength 7.
Okay. We're toughness 6. It's 3s to wound. Yes.
Yes, so that is AP -4.
Oh.
AP -3, apologies. And 2 damage, I believe.
2 damage, yeah. We don't get the Dreadnought bonus, the -1 for Duty Eternal, so it will be 2 damage that comes through.
It's AP -3.
It is AP -3. Fine, I'm going to try and make a save here of 6+ required.
Oh.
We do. Aha. Okay. So now we'll try and make our charge. Here it comes. 9 +1 for Blood Angels, so in he goes. He'll swing around the corner.
Into here.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
The entire army gets to strike first in combat.
Ah, right. This is one of the quirks of the Ynnari here.
Yes.
Carl gets to fight first. So it's all the time, forever and ever.
All the time, forever and ever and ever.
Okay.
And if you try and forcibly remove it, then the incubi have their tormentors that force you to fight back, or fight last.
Yes.
Under all circumstances. So,
I need to choose my targets carefully for my deep strikers there. Oh boy.
yeah.
Okay, bear that in mind.
It's a combat army against a combat army.
Yes, this is an interesting combination.
Versus a very sharp hammer.
Okay, so Carl can strike first here with the Walker.
3 attacks.
I mean, they're 3s to hit now, aren't they?
They are 3s to hit.
Yeah, so 3s for hits.
1.
Yeah, 1 comes through.
Strength 6.
Forced to wound.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Not cut out for close combat, the Walker. It has been caught out here. It's both armies fielding scouting units. Blood Angels, as far as scouting is concerned, dominating no man's land for now, at least. But their scouting manoeuvres taking place in front of the whole host of Ynnari here, so I'm not sure how long they'll survive. We had to go for the early strike with the Dreadnought. But we'll see, the job's not done yet. We've got to try and get our hits and wounds coming through. So, looking for 3s. 4 attack space, then +1 on the charge. So looking for 3s. And then we're looking for 2s with our fists, and then Blood Angels +1 to the wound roll on top of that. So all made it through. These are AP -3.
5 ups, yes.
Still get the 5 ups.
Still get the 5 up. It's not like the light shield there.
I can see 1.
There's 2.
There's 2. Okay. So
How much damage a pop?
3 damage at a time.
Oh, does it blow up then?
So nothing you could do. You could command reroll to keep him alive. He's got 4 wounds left.
I could.
But is he worth the drain in CP?
Yeah, we'll see what happens next time.
So this is a detonation. Oh, it does.
Oh.
So we must have put the fist into the fuel compartment here.
So he suffers 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal. Okay, so take a mortal wound, drop down to 12. So I've just spanned the Dreadnought round. There's no real incentive to push deeper towards the Ynnari deployment zone. That's combat's resolved. Early strike here to the Blood Angels, but it's probably not going to mean too much in the grand scale of things here for this game. But so far, that means I think we'll fulfill that secondary just check or round off the end of the turn here, see what points have been picked up here by the Blood Angels. Yeah, so I've completed this part here. I've stuck to my objectives, but this won't be completed until the start of the next turn. I've got to make sure that I don't fail any morale tests or fall back during that battle round. So it's achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn. So we've got to wait until the end of Carl's turn 1 for that secondary to be completed. We've done the best we can. The other 2 secondaries behind enemy lines, we'll keep that one running. And then Storm Hostile Objective, we'll keep that running as well. So 0 points picked up here. Turn 1 comes to an end for the Blood Angels. They've made their initial strike. Ynnari poised and ready to go. We'll go on to their turn 1 next. All right, so movement for the Ynnari here. They are surging ahead. They're going after the Blood Angels here. They won't waste any time. So Banshees have advanced. They've got to here. Just behind them is the Archon, just over there. Moving through the ruins with the Carbonite Warriors. Dire Avengers have made an advance move and they've shifted across in this direction. Happy to sit on the objective here for the Guardians. I think it's to lay down some firepower support just to anchor that home objective for now. On top is the radar, so gaining a vantage point on top of the building, it's for line of sight just to see down at different targets. And then zipping up here from the corner is the Wave Serpent, contents remaining inside. That's the Wraith Blades. The Wraith Lords moved up, Spirit Seers moved up, Witches shifting across in this direction as well. So plenty of movement taking place here, quite possibly some charges to take place. But we'll go on to the Psychic phase. Take you got some Psychic stuff to do. Yeah, so we'll go on to Psychic phase next. There's a number of options here. Carl's been talking about some of the combos that you can go for, such as a 4+ invulnerable save on the Wraith Lord, which sounds good. I'm hoping to run some of those in my own Eldar force.
Those are very good now, especially with these
Strands of Fate, yes, helps them out. Yeah.
So I mean, it goes off. You've nothing within range to deny.
Nope. Yeah, my psychos are down here.
I could roll another. I'll roll another thing just to make sure I don't get perils. Nope, just about. So it goes off on an 11.
Yes. Yep. Using the Strands of Fate roll. Yep.
So this
is the Wraith Lord. 4+ invuln save. And that's just all round shooting and close combat.
My next Psychic phase.
Okay, that is good.
So you're just hidden in that little building there.
Yep. So Ancestor's Grace, Carl wants to put it onto the Banshee squad.
That's +1 to the wound, and that goes off on a 7.
6. So the options are a command reroll. CP's been used, but Carl starts with a lot. He starts with 12. He's gained 1 as well. He's currently on 9.
You know what? I will, because I'm on 9. I don't get it back. I'll just rip this. Both of them after your rolls?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Ah.
No, it doesn't go through. Okay.
Not to worry.
That single dice roll was for the Warlord trait trying to regain CPs, yeah.
And finally, I will cast a Smite on...
Into the Dreadnought.
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. 9. Nothing I can do to stop it, so we'll take D3. And 2 taken, knocks me down to 10.
They can't shoot, they've only got pistols.
Okay, we're on shooting phase now, so we're lining up shots.
I will start with the twin bright lances. I'm going to put them into that.
Okay.
In there. It's caused me some issue. And the shurikens, I'll load in them as well.
Okay. Going to go for the Raycross patch on here. So that's he's an Eldar player, so that will become 2 shots here for the Bright Lance.
Let's see if he's also a Blood Angels player. The first one hits on a 3. Nope. And the second one. Oh.
2 1s. No.
One's in a row.
Okay, it didn't go through. That could have been some nasty damage against the Dreadnought. It's a CP reroll at this stage, but it's for a hit roll, then comes a wound, so whoever he wants to...
I'll roll just the 3 shurikens there. There's 6.
Okay, shuriken cannon next, 3 shots.
Just use this. It's more like it.
2 6s and a 5.
Strength 6, toughness 6.
Yep.
Force, looking 6s are good. Nope, 1.
Come straight.
AP minus 1.
So take a 4 up. We'll go for Maxfield Knuckles, an Imperial player, I believe. Looking for a 4. No, I've rolled a 1 as well. Okay, so we'll take the... Yeah, we've got to save our CP. We'll take the damage. We'll drop down to 11 wounds. Okay, dropping down to 11.
Yeah, so now I will fire the Wraith Lord into our friend here.
Yeah, Bright Lance on him.
Lance and shuriken cannon. So...
Bright Lance.
Bright Lance first. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use a Patreon for this one because
It's quite an important role.
It'll definitely help.
There's not too many Eldar players, really. There's some neutrals. It's going to turn to the Tau. This is Bruce Zhao, aka Chasseur Marks. So Tau have a reputation for firepower. Another 1. No, Patron's burnt out it. CP reroll.
On a 6,
Another 1. Oh, that's for keeping the CP. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. And then now comes the shot. The 5. That's better. Okay.
I will just make a quick note of this. And now it's strength 8, toughness 6, so 3s.
3s to wound. Yeah. Keep on going with Bruce Zhao here. Just about goes through.
AP minus 4.
Nothing I can do about it.
The 3 plus 3.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll give him the damage as well.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that would happen. Maxed out for the towers with a railgun shot come through. 6 damage take on the Dreadnought. Ouch. Yes, this is Dreadnought here that's been hit. Dropping down to 4 wounds left. It's in a sorry state here. Nasty hit coming through. Yes, shuriken as well from the Dreadnought. 3s. 4s. 1 comes through. Got to try and make this one. I'll go Patronic here. Andrew Swan, Ultramarines and Custodes player. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, passed. Blocking the 2 damage coming through. Not sure how long this Dreadnought's going to last here.
Next, now
okay.
I'm going to have Vagabond fire his singing spear.
A singing spear.
The Dreadnought.
Go ahead.
So it hits on a 3, and it always wins on a 2. Oh, and whenever we're looking at 2, 6. There's no AP on this.
Right.
But it's 3 damage flat.
Oh, okay.
So it'll bring him down to 1 wound.
I'll go Reed Gardner here, looking for... Yeah. I'll take this Tau dice. Yeah. See how good they are on defence. 6. Okay. Right, so blocked that one coming through. It would have been 3 damage on the singing spear.
I just want to double check that the Farseer is within 12 inches. Yes. So his singing spear with his hits on a 2.
Another singing spear coming through. Hits.
And a 2. A 2.
2.
So now, armor save, no minuses.
Marcus Anthony. I want to keep this damage away from this Dreadnought.
Oh.
No, it goes through.
3 flat damage.
Yeah, I'll CP reroll. Yeah, I'll go for it. Passed and didn't pick up a CP for that one. Okay, so we're staying at 4 wounds. So we'll see what other firepower remains. I think there's a disintegrator cannon upstairs.
I'm going to fire into them.
Right, that's going into those.
These are 3 shots.
Yeah, I need 3s.
Ooh.
Just the 1.
Strength 5.
3s to wound.
AP minus 3.
It's 3 or 4. It's potent enough. We can claim cover for being behind the Munitorum armoured containers.
AP minus 3, yes.
Yeah, so we'll take a 5 up. Failed. Okay, and straight 2, isn't it?
2 damages.
Yeah, I know that weapon. Okay, we'll lose.
Usually on the sides of a Ravager.
We'll lose him.
2 shots. Then with the star cannon.
Yeah, it's going into the Dreadnought further back.
Oh.
666.
It's very keen to.
He is, yeah.
It's revenge after the.
Oh, because we shot at him. Okay. Nice. What's the AP on that? Ouch. Yeah, we'll try and block here on 6s. This is going to be a fair bit of damage coming through here. We do block 1 on a 6. We're pretty sure it is AP -3. Yeah, 2 damage. I'll take 2 then. I'll drop down to 9 on him. Okay, that's firepower complete. Not too bad here. Both Dreadnoughts still remain, but both of them are taking damage, especially this one at the front. We're going to go on to charges next. I think the intent is to get the Wraith Lord into combat against the Dreadnought. So he'll be sorry he chased the Scout Walker around the board.
Vengeance. I might charge in that Warlock just to get him moved.
Up the board, yeah.
And 7 inches for him.
Okay, Warlock first of all. Tempted to try an Overwatch. Do you want to do that charge?
I want to do the Warlock Wraith Lord first.
Wraith Lord first. Okay, in which case Overwatch will probably be a waste of time.
7 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, 7-inch charge. Here it comes.
I'm going to take a... someone close combat orientated. Let's see.
It's a Cadian's player, not really. Yeah, Dave Humphreys, Orcs, Necrons, Tyranids, Gene Stealer Cults. Yeah.
Let's see what the...
So you can turn his dice into 2 and trying to get a charge to go ahead here. There you go.
Yeah,
Dave's given you what you need here. 8-inch charge will plunge into the Dreadnought nicely. And just rolling around there.
And lastly then, he has a... what do we say?
That's the Longbow BB Wraith Lord going in.
I will use this dice again. See what it gives me.
10-inch charge.
No.
Okay, doesn't go ahead. The main one's to get the Wraith Lord in. First time we've seen that unit being used for the new codex. Yes, it's Banshees to charge. I think it was an 8-inch charge originally, but I took one model away. It's just made a little bit of a difference here, so it will be a 9-inch stretch on those. Yeah, so Patreon being used. It's still a more here. Defcor Krieg player to try and make this charge go ahead.
Suicidal charge.
It's the ideal situation is to get the Banshees in. It's a 9 required. It's an 8 has been rolled.
Gonna have to try and re-roll that.
CP reroll.
Do I get it back? Oh, just about bounced off that Dark Manager in my way.
Okay, and then now comes the second attempt at the charge.
Oh, no joy.
Doesn't go through. Okay, Banshees attempting a charge there, but the squad has not quite made it in.
I have a feeling that's going to end badly for them now.
Yeah, they need that. It's just lessons I've learnt with my Eldar. They're great when they can strike first, but if they get caught out, it can hurt.
It really does. So, we'll do this combat then.
Yeah, Wraith Lord's in. That was the main one to get in against the Dreadnought to try and bring it down. He's well equipped with the Ghost Glaive. Okay, so we're calculating attacks here for the Wraith Lord. So I'm going to ask a question. I think we know the answer to this one, but we'll just put it out there and people can respond in the comment section. So there's 2 options for striking with the Ghost Glaive. There's 2 profiles, one with lots of attacks come through at damage 2, or you can go for the D3 plus 3 damage. What's the name of the 2? The strike.
Crushing strike and the sweeping blow.
Yeah, so what we're wondering is, can you select from both of those on the same phase? So you could do a couple of attacks come through with the sweeping blow and then a couple coming through with the other option. We reckon you can. That's how we're going to play it. As Carl's going to mix up the type of attacks here.
We'll do the 2.
Yeah, so we'll do that. But if you know otherwise, or the interpretation of that, leave it in the comment section. We reckon you can mix and match the type of attacks coming through from the same weapon on the same model.
Just do exactly plan it wrong this entire time.
That's all right. But yeah, correct us if we're wrong.
So, hitting on 3s then.
This is the crushing blow.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to... 1 success will finish off this Dreadnought here.
And these are strength 8, so 3s. 1.
1 will go through. And what's the AP minus?
-4.
I'm dead. They've got 4 wounds left. 3 plus D3.
Blow up.
Yeah, do we blow up? I wouldn't mind, but we'll see what happens. No, Dreadnought destroy. That was quick. Put out of his misery with 1 swift blow from the Wraith Lord here.
Yes.
Yeah, you can go. Remove him from play. Blood Angels like charging in, but don't cope so well when they're caught out.
Wraith Lord is 155.
Yeah, Yeah, Wraith Lord, 155 points with the load. That's with the loadout that you've got.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's 160 for us. Yeah, so Blood Angels, Space Marine, sort of at the other end of the Codex creep at this point of play. So, do you want to consolidate?
I do indeed.
Yeah, 3-inch move of him. So he's going to move along. That's the only combat there, but a success here for the Ynnari. Okay, that combat marks the end of the turn. Just checking to see if any points picked up. None. So both of us on 0 at this stage. It's early stages here. There's been a bit of a skirmish in no man's land at this point. Damage has been done, but not too much at this stage. The shape of the game may change. Blood Angels having gone first means we're going to go on to their turn 2. The opportunity for reserves to arrive. Do they commit their reserves early? We shall see. Decisions to make. I think I complete my no retreat, no surrender now. Yes, that one goes through. Okay, so no morale. There's a casualty been taken out. It's not going to be an issue. Other than that, there's no problem. No fallbacks. Morale tests passed. So good. We'll complete that secondary. It means we can draw a new one on our second turn. We'll move on to turn 2. Decisions to make, though, whether we continue this fight in no man's land, or whether any reserves, any or all of them to arrive, we shall see. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Blood Angels next. Alright, so movement for the Blood Angels here. Eldar about to interrupt with some stratagems being used, but what we'll do is we'll cover the movement first of all. So shifting out across here from the objective, the 2 Dreadnoughts moving across. Hold the line is the one here, which we've got to try and keep Ynnari units 6 inches away from the edge of our deployment zone. That's not really going to happen, so we're probably going to dump that at the end of the turn. They're still behind enemy lines, which we have completed that at this stage for sure, and then storm hostile objective in play as well. So Dreadnought, we've held him on the objective. I don't want to commit here. If we go against, usually we would just plunge straight into that Wraith Lord, but with strike first, my Dreadnought will be cut down, so I'm happy to leave him holding on to the objective. We've backed off a little bit here with these. We've seen the intercessors move out. I reckon we can offload some decent firepower into the Banshees. And the deep strike has occurred. It's landed here at the back. So we strung out across here, 9 inches away from enemy units. Sanguinary Guard, Captain, Chaplain, Terminators, and the Plasma Inceptors have all arrived here at the back of the Ynnari deployment zone. This will certainly mix the game up here. There's a battle now forming on 2 fronts. This sort of skirmish in no man's land taking place, and now a major shift with the Blood Angel reserves arriving as soon as possible onto the battlefield. That's movement done. There is some Ynnari shenanigans to resolve here. Forewarned ability being used. I think it may well be combined with some other stratagems as well.
Storm has a total of 3 CP.
Okay.
Nothing back, so it's...
Right, okay, that's just the dice rolls to try and keep CP.
So
you drop down to 4 left.
yes.
Okay, Blood Angels on 7 at this stage. We'll get this resolved. So Guardian is going to offload into the Plasma Inceptors.
6s give me an additional hit.
Bladestone. Okay.
Within 3 inches of an objective, so they get to reroll 1s.
Okay.
So first of all, they only get to reroll 1s with shurikens, however. So I'll go fire the Star Cannon into
first.
The Inceptors first.
Okay.
So
Doubles. It's double 6. Does that mean anything? You get an extra.
No,
okay, right.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
It's if it had been shuriken, I believe.
You would have popped the extras, yeah.
Yes, I'm shuriken.
Okay. Trying to wound now. 6, 5 and a 4. Weight toughness 5. Bound to. Must do.
So it's 2, yeah.
Yeah, and the AP minus on these? AP minus 3. We'll take 6s. What can we do? Oh, that's what we could do. Double 6. Some strange dice rolls occur in this game. Okay, so block that from coming through.
Right. So now for the rest, there are 9 Guardians shooting.
Yeah.
2 each now? Yes.
Yeah, 18 shots. So in on 3s, thanks to the help of the stratagem here. So 3s for hits, and then it'll be 5s to wound at toughness 5. So looking for 6s, and there's a good few actually, so some extra. That pops extra hits. Okay, so that's all the hits, and then adding in some extras as well with the Blade Storm ability.
Against toughness 5.
Yeah, 5s. And there's a few.
few sixes. These are at AP -3 now.
Yes, there's a bit of shredding going on here. There's 4 of those, and then any extra 5s. So some 5s, which have blocked 2, failed 1, and these at -3. So, ouch. So I think this was worth doing. That's going to be, they're 3 wounds each. So 1 slain, and then 2 wounds on another. Okay, so that's that firepower complete. I think it's worth doing. That's 50 points each, those plasma inceptors, so I think it's worth doing for sure. That's that interrupt done. We'll press on to Blood Angel's psychic phase next. Okay, on psychic phase, we'll go Wings of Sanguinius on Chef, just here, to get him moving up the board. And go off on a 10, so we'll make a move. We get movement 12 now on this Dreadnought. Okay, so we've moved across. They've done an advanced move as well. So we'll go for Smite next. Deny range, yes, with the Farseer just tucked in that rune. So 5 is going to go off. It's going to be easy to stop this one. 10. Okay, blocked. That's psychic phase finished. There's nothing I want to do with Lucas Brown, the other Dreadnought, so we'll leave him where he is. So we'll go on to shooting phase next. Okay, so I'm firing across here. 9 of them can see. We're going after the Banshees, all in range 24. Carl's played lightning fast reactions. -1 to hit roll, and you roll a 6 as well. So he's kept the CP, hasn't cost anything. So we are looking for 4s. It's not so good. We're in Tactical Doctrine. So looking something like that is way below average. 3s to wound. And there is 4 saves to make at -1.
5 ups.
Yeah, 5 pluses. And block 2, it's good rolling. Okay, so 2 Banshees slain. Okay, next bit of firepower. We'll do the Dreadnought here. It's going to split its shots, so we're going to go for the smaller caliber weaponry into the Witches, and then we'll do the autocannon and heavy bolter upstairs into the Raider. So into the Raider with the heavy bolter, needing 3s, 1 hit comes through, and toughness on the Raider, it is toughness 6. Okay, so no wound coming through, and then onto the autocannon, 3s, followed by 3s. 2 make it through, 2 at -1. On this one, these are damage 2.
4 or 5, so 1 goes through.
Okay, 2 damage on the Raider, dropping down to 8. Next is the D6 shots here with a Fragstorm grenade launcher against the Witches. 5 shots, needing 3s, followed by 3s. 1 comes through.
6 up.
Passed a lot of 6s in this game, and then we'll go for the twin 9-hour heavy stubber. 5 wounds come through. 6s to block.
Not a 1.
Done.
So 5,
Ouch.
5 have been slain.
Okay. So next bit of firepower, it's going to be the Sanguinary Guard. 3s to hit, range 18. I've checked the range already, in range here of these Carbolight Warriors. 3s to hit, then becomes 2s to hit because of Heirs of Ascalon with the captain nearby, and then the captain's bonus for core units rerolling 1s. So 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, so accurate enough, and then we're going to try and wound on 3s. And it's not bad, so it looks like 11, I think. Going to make it through. Yeah, 11 at AP minus, it could be -2 now, actually. Yeah, rapid fire and assault weapons. We're in Tactical Doctrine, so AP -2.
2?
Yeah, -2. +1 again, though, for the runes. Yeah.
So 5 ups.
5 ups. There's a few, but there's trouble for this unit. They've been hit hard here. So deadly enough here, just the 1 model remains. Chaplain next. We don't want to shoot here. We're going to go in against the Witches. So Terminator models, we get our 4 shots. In 3s. And then 3s. 2 make it through at -1. So back to 6s again for these.
Nope.
Okay, 2 more casualties caused on the Witches. So we're on the Plasma Inceptors. Whilst I remember, it says you can play it in any phase. Commanding Oratory here. Only costs you 1 CP because of the Warlord trait. So that means that we can activate Elitany. It's automatically inspiring. Then we've gone for Canticle of Hate. So the chaplain's now granting an aura bubble here, 6 inches, +2 to the charge rolls. And you can't combine that with the Blood Angels +1. It overrides that, so it's +2. It means our charges will need to be 7 here. And then with the ability that Chaplain has granting reroll charges as well to units nearby. That's the combination. That's why we're sort of packed tight here as we've landed on the board, just to make the most of those buffs and bonuses. But there's a Plasma Inceptors to 5. I think I'm going to split with their shooting. So we're going to split. Some shots are going off. The 2 that are in range of the Wave Serpent will shoot there, and the other 2 will go after the character who's the closest unit there to shoot at. So that's the Warlock we're trying to take on. So we'll go after the first shooting after the Warlock. So that's 3 5 shots. Needing 3s. Rerolling 1s. Oh no! Okay, so 2 hits come through. Model slain. That's him. So he's gone. 2s to wound. So 2 wounds come through. AP -3, I think it is. So invuln save on the Warlock.
Yes. 2 was it, yes?
Yeah, 2 coming through. This is to try and keep him in good shape. Alright, so 1.
Command rerolls.
Here comes the command reroll.
Don't get the 6, so then the actual reroll.
No.
That's a lot of 3s.
2 damage.
That's him dead then, yes, yes.
Just 2 wounds. Right.
Yes.
He's gone.
That is Vagabond off the table, I'm afraid.
Yes, Phoenix Lord slain as well. Advancing, pushing forwards, but caught out with a Blood Angel's assault along the back lines here. So that negates the second one that was lined up shoot against him. So now it's 3 shots into the back of the Wave Serpent. Those have all hit. Straight zone minuses. Forced to win though, yeah. Okay, so 4s. Just the 1 comes through. -3.
6 something.
Okay. Blocked. Another 6 rolled here. And the last one, 2d3 shots. 4 shots.
Also into the Wave Serpent?
Yeah, into the Wave Serpent. Rerolling 1s. Oh, another one gone. Oh, that's the one on the end, guys. It's costly. I'm going to try and wound you here.
Oh, I thought he was on.
So 2 wounds come through. So 2 saves are 6+. Another one. Yeah, another one blocked. 1 comes through. It's 2 damage a time. Okay, so total 7 wounds left on the Wave Serpent. It's still in good condition. It's cost our Plasma Inceptors. That shooting phase cost me 100 points. Okay, right. So shooting done. I think across the board here, there's nothing left to shoot with. Well, actually, there may be. You're going to go here, rapid fire. So same number of shots. The -1 still applies. So looking for 4s. This is a better volley going after these Banshees here. So taking away there's a lot of 3s there, which should have helped. There's another one. Okay, 3s to wound. Ooh, it's looking good. 10, ouch. 10 make it through.
I feel charged, I think. I'd have done them a number. 10 saves at
-2. Yeah, for tactical doctrine. So it's 5 up invulnerable save at least. So 5 ups required, and Carl wants a good number if possible. There is yes, it's not bad. I can see it's past half of them. So it'll be 5 wounds in total coming through. And that means that Exarch's going to live on 1 wound left. Yeah, because as was pointed out, looking at the codex, they're 3 wounds each now as Exarchs, so that has helped keep her alive.
The Exarch part, yeah.
Now, she's got Mirror Sword. She's dangerous enough by herself, so dangerous enough for sure. I don't think there's much we can do about it, though, other than morale, but Carl may be tempted to burn 2 CP for the auto pass. We'll see. Okay, so yes, then we'll go on to charge phase next. Here we go, about some charges about to take place.
Free Overwatch?
Yes, roll a 6 set. So I've declared here Terminators going in against the Guardians and Overwatch taking place. Carl's rolled a 6, so it's not cost anything for CP. Yeah, start cannon shots, got a hit. Are you on reroll 1s? Do they get in the...
They're only with Shuriken, or if they're within...
Gotcha, Shuriken, that's right. Yeah.
The Archon of Isaac. So these are strength 6.
Yeah, it'd be 3s, yeah. Comes through.
That's 3.
Okay. Oh, I'll try and pass this one. Nicholas Lucas, Imperial Plague, Grey Knights, Admech. Help us. Yeah, 6. Okay, so that's been blocked with the Storm Shield holding.
These are the re-rolling on the 1s.
These Terminators, they're veterans of the channel. They've been fighting on the channel for about a decade now. through the...
Far too long now. It's time to get them off. There is...
Some 6s have come through. Yeah, not bad at all. It's 5.
Respectable.
And then Forced Wound.
Strength 4.
Yeah.
Maybe toughness 4?
Yeah, oh yeah, toughness 4. And we're looking for... That's good enough, 3.
3. One's at AP minus 2. 2 at AP minus 1.
Okay. So this one, 4+, this is the Shuriken. Okay, and then the one that came through the extra AP minus, and these at minus
1 just.
-1, and then +1 for the shield, so back up to 3s. Passed. The Storm Shield's granting +1 to the saving throw. So weather didn't cost anything, cost us nothing, so blow for blow. We'll go for the charge then, needing a 7 with the bonuses. I need help.
Oh.
We'll turn to... Oh, look at this. Scott Costello. He's a Blood Angels player. No, he doesn't.
6.
Okay, we'll re-roll for the ability from the Chaplain. No, it doesn't go ahead. I asked the Blood Angels for help and it hasn't happened.
Banshees didn't get theirs, the Warlock didn't get his.
No.
Now it's time for the Sons of Sanguinista.
Now I've got a problem. I've got a serious problem now with characters. Do I send in the characters by themselves? Yeah. We'll do this charge here against the Dire Avengers. 7 required. No. Rerollable. No, doesn't go ahead. Disaster. This should get a charge in.
The game of many charges, but no successful charges.
None. This has got to break at some point. God, Blood Angels have landed. The shooting phase was all right, but the damage was meant to be done in close combat. But refusing to budge here, not going in against the Ynnari. Perhaps confused. They're not sure who they're fighting. is it Dracarys or is it Eldar? Blood Angels not moving. All right, so decisions to make now. Do we send characters in by themselves? So it's a tough choice to make. I could try and send the Chaplain and the Captain in, or try and pin this unit down, cause damage against them, and disrupt stuff.
They can still fire and combat as well.
Fire?
Yeah. Their Exarch power is they have no. If they're in combat next,
yes,
they can just shoot.
Whilst in combat?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And they're also fighting first.
Yes, because for Ynnari. This is here you're talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
If any of them die, they can shoot twice.
Oh boy. If we don't go in, then the characters are sheltered to some degree, but it opens up the way for lots of shots to come in against my unit. Whichever way around this goes is not good here for the Blood Angels. These 2 units should have made their charge. The idea was to cancel out these 2 units here as much as possible, but that has not happened at all. Now the characters are eager to get stuck in amongst the Ynnari, now find themselves choosing whether to go in on their own or not. Yeah, we'll go discretion over valor at this stage, so we're going to hold off. We'll stay amongst the ranks of our own Space Marine brethren here and not charge, or attempt to charge at least, those 2 characters. So we'll hold for now. Yeah, any other charges take place? Not really, no. So what we'll do is we will move on to morale and see what points have been picked up here. But a tricky situation now for the Blood Angels. Their assault falters at this point. It's been a painful turn for both of us here. So Carl has auto-passed morale across here. It's well worth keeping her alive. Then here rolled a 1. Excellent news. Then fouled with the Witches. They took heavy damage. So model slain. The other 2 Snake Eyes are rolled. You can see the dice just across there. So that whole unit was actually wiped out and gone. So it's been painful stuff for both of us here in this game. Then turns finished. Morale's resolved. So then secondaries behind enemy lines was definitely completed, so 5 points picked up for that one. And then hold the line, we are discarding that one there, and then we're going to keep Storm hostile objective. So Blood Angels now 10 points for primaries and 10 points for secondaries on 20 points. Not too bad for points coming in. here at this stage. Okay, so turn 2 comes to an end for the Blood Angels. What should have been a devastating assault from them didn't go ahead. Firepower was okay. They picked on some targets and did cause damage against them. But both sides really not yet fully engaged against each other. There is a war on 2 fronts now. There is this lot to deal with here for the Ynnari at the back, and also decisions to make about how far they press on into no man's land. Some of Carl's best units are still yet to emerge. Incubi and Wraith Guard still yet to get involved in the fight. Which way do they go is the question, and who they take on we shall have to see. So lots of tactical decisions to make for the Ynnari as we go on to their second turn coming up next. So turn 2 here for the Ynnari. Bring it down, attempting target and storm hostile objective are the secondaries in play. So movement, it has been a split here. So we've got a gap running down here, splitting either way with Ynnari forces, taking the Blood Angels in across here, just playing the mission, and then some forces being diverted, perhaps more the heavy hitting units to go after this Blood Angels assault. So still inside the transport here, the Visage and also the Incubi inside here. It's moved down nice and quick from top of the building. Disembarking 3, moving 5 or 6, I think these go. They're some distance away, but there's a Strands of Fate opportunity here with a charge roll, so we will see those go into combat. Jealous of the guaranteed rolling a dice here for these. We'll see them go in. Guardian's going to hold on to the objective, let loose with some firepower. Dire Avengers have moved out into the ruin, making an advanced roll with those. Farseer, the Benshaw Farseer has moved up to here. It's in range of the objective. Rangers have landed. Wraith Lord has moved round onto the objective, now contesting this one. And no doubt we'll try and charge in against the Dreadnought. And the Empty Wave Serpents push forwards, making it to here. So Archons move forwards, there's the Farseer. And then rounding around the corner here is the Banshee Exarch getting ready to go after the Incursors. The lone model here from the Drakari Warriors, or Carbonite Warriors, has moved down to the objective and claimed this one. 5 points picked up for primaries. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next.
Alright, so it's a cast on 11.
Yeah, this is the ability. What's it called?
Resurrect a Banshee.
Oh, right, go ahead. Nice. Okay. Oh, I could try and block on a 12.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a go. 10? That was a good, scary good try.
Basically, if the Exarch does get killed in her stead, then I can bring her back with full wounds. If I cast this on again.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, model can, even though she's got wounds, that model can still be added on, that's no problem. Yeah. And then Carl's saying flip it around the next time. So the Exarch dies. If you keep the regular Banshee alive, that power could be used again to bring the Exarch back on 4 wounds. It's a good combo if it could work. Another next power from him, if there is a second power, if he so wishes. If there is, Smite's cut down really because it's visible, so he's tucked behind the wall there, or the barricades.
I'm going to cast Ancestor's Grace. That is a 18-inch.
This is Ancestor's Grace on the benches.
Yes.
On a 7. Perils, but that's not too scary for Elder.
Don't get out.
Okay.
Field.
Okay, psychic phase finishes at that point, so we'll go on to shooting phase next. Like, really, combat's is going to be the decider here, but we'll go on to shooting phase first of all. Ynnari will try and soften up the Blood Angels as much as possible. Disintegrator cannon, 3 shots into the plasma inceptors. There's no invuln on those. Just 1 hit comes through. 4's for a wound. Nothing. Okay. 1 pistol from the resurrected model.
Yeah.
Hits. Wounds on a 4.
Oh,
Go.
-3.
I take a 6 up. No, taking a wound. Okay. So I pop smoke on the Librarian Dreadnought. He's been targeted here by the Wave Serpent. So this is the Bright Lance. 4 and 6 gets the hits. 3s would have not gone through. Attempting to wound. Both wounds, you're fine. Your strength 8 with toughness 7.
-3.
-3. Is it -3 or -4 on those things? Bright Lances are wicked.
It's -4.
Yeah.
It's I always get confused between 3s, and if it's 3 or 4, it's 4 now. Yes.
It's -4. So on D3 plus 3, I'm gone.
It wins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy. No, -1 damage. Duty. Oh boy, Duty Eternal.
So D first one.
Yeah, first D3.
Oh.
5. Okay, right. I think I'm going to go it. So yeah, it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 8. Oh, I'm just thinking, is there anything we can do? I don't think so. There's nothing I can do. So we'll roll to see if we detonate. We don't. Okay, but that's the end of Chef.
Oh, sorry, Chef.
Taken out and destroyed. Picked. I thought we'd be all right across there. There wouldn't be too much problem coming through, but double Bright Lance hit, double wound coming through. Nasty stuff. It would have been in the old book 2d6 damage -2, but it's much more.
3 plus is a lot more.
It's huge. Now we've just seen how effective that is. So well done. Good shooting. Good target, and picked off a tasty 150 point unit. Invicta Tactical War Suit now. It's going to be shot at by the Wraith Lord.
Start with the flamer.
Yeah, 2 flamer hits. That's the number of hits, 8. 5's to wound.
Mm-hmm. No 18. Oh,
just the 1.
Just the 1, yeah.
3 up. Failed. So we'll take a wound, dropping down to 8.
I will go tie for this Bright Lance because they've done me good before.
Travis and Jen, Tower players. Gets the hit. Here it comes. 3's to wound. It's going to go straight through the armour. Yeah, it does. Bypasses the armour. There's no -1 to damage on this one, so straight D3. 1 plus the 3 is 4. Yeah, no, it's good enough. Dropping down to 4 wounds left.
And now finally the Shuriken.
Yeah, Shuriken Cannon.
Yes, so it's 2 damage a pop.
Yeah, 3 shots.
3 shots. Let's do this, please.
1 hit comes through. 4's to win, though. Yes.
4. AP -1.
I'll turn to the Imperium for help.
Yes.
Yeah, Paul Cook is an Imperial player.
And the Emperor Protect.
No, it's not worth the CP. We'll take it. It's dropping down to 2 wounds left. Right, Guardians. Going to go into the Sanguinary Guard.
All shots as well.
Everything. Right, so Star Cannon first.
No, don't touch it because
no.
it's not a Shuriken.
Okay.
2 misses.
Next, some Shuriken Firepower here. 18 shots. This is a CP here being spent on Bladestorm. 6 is popping extra hits.
2.
2 CP left. So you're rolling 1s and 6 is popping extras.
No 6s so far. No 6s so far though.
None.
No.
Should have been, but no. 3's for hits though. And there'll be 4's for wounds.
Let's see. So we have 3 6s. They're AP -3, and that was a 4. And we have 2 at AP -1.
Okay, 2 at -1 will be 3 ups. Wound taken so far. And then these will be 5-ups. God, I need help here. Chris Heim. Don't want to start losing. Yeah, so some model slain. Then we'll turn to Luke Schwengel, Imperial player. No, they're not helping out today. And then we'll go Drew Gums, the Cadians. Ah, thanks very much indeed. So we're going to lose 1, take a wound on another. Right, Captain Lazarus been targeted here by snipers across there. They've just landed and now they're going to offload their shots. 3s, 4s because you moved.
3s.
3s. Because your ballistic skill is 2s, that's right. Yeah.
They finally got there.
Okay, 4 hits come through.
Right.
4s to wound.
6s.
6s are really good. And he's got 1. So that pops the mortal. And then I'll take 3 saves to make. Is there minus on these?
They're not shuriken, so they don't get the minus. So it's AP minus 1, so 3 AP minus 1.
Okay, so I'll take 3 ups.
Ooh.
Triple 6, but that mortal wound does come through. So shooting phase finished. The captain's been winged here. He's taken a wound, but he's still very much alive. We'll go on to charges next. Multiple charges to take place here for the Ynnari. Okay, charges taken place. There's quite a few actually. Have gone ahead. Banshee's gone in. Archon's gone in. Here against the Incursors, they're in trouble. Dreadnought's in trouble. Just 2 wounds left, and the Wraith Lord rolling a 12-inch charge, but he's plenty of inches to spare, and he's gone in there against the back of the Dreadnought. Keeping in range of the objective, though, just hold on to that one on that flank. You've got a secondary on that one, because we elected that one.
I have several secondaries.
Yeah.
On objective, attempt and target, and bring it down.
Right. It's all stacked up across. This is quite a potent one here for the Ynnari.
Take this objective and kill him. I get all my secondary objectives in one go.
Nice. Okay, so we're about to see the floodgates of points open up here potentially. Then across here, the Wraith Guard have gone in, no problem, or Wraith Blades, and then across here, the Raiders gone in against the Sanguinary Guard. That is charges complete. A lot has taken place here. We'll see how effective the combat is. We'll go on to combat resolution next. Yeah, so Carl thinking carefully where to fight first. We're just checking the stratagems. Again, correct us if we're wrong on this one, but we reckon with the army-wide ability for fighting first, that's fine, but we reckon that still the interrupt play stratagem overrules that. So I could use my 2 CP that remain and interrupt somewhere. So the options are here, the Dreadnought, I could spin around there if Carl fights somewhere else. Could cause some damage against the Wraith Lord. I doubt we'll bring him down. Across here we could interrupt, try and take out that Banshee Exarch. Or across here we could interrupt with the Terminators to try and prevent as many attacks coming through from the Wraith Blades. So interrupt could be potent enough. The key decision now is who to fight first with for the Ynnari. So he's going to fight here. He wants this to go through. So this is Banshees fighting first of all. 10 attacks for the Exarch with the mirror swords. Looking for 2s and rerolling 1s because of the Archon. So you can get the reroll 1s from the Archon.
The Archon changes Cabal to Ynnari.
Ah, right, gotcha.
So the Archon will give rerolls to witches, whereas normally it would have to be a succubus.
Mm-hmm.
So because of the keyword change, he...
Just across the board? Yeah, fine, okay. So all hits have come through. I think this is going to be... those swords are damaged 2. I know they are.
They're only damage 1 unless you take a...
Oh, you're going for the lots of extra attacks option. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Yes, sorry. So my ability, I add in an extra +1 damage ability to make it damage 2.
Your Exarch party,
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So these are damage 1. There's lots of hits coming through though.
So these are hitting on 4s because they charge this turn. They're hitting on 3s.
Yes, the wound roll coming through here, need 3s because it's +1 for the blade and plus a further 1 for Banshees.
Yes.
Getting +1 to the wound roll. These are -4 as well. This is going to hurt. 3s.
-3.
Oh, mirror swords. Yes. It's the Banshee blade is -4.
It is indeed. Yes, that's coming after.
Okay.
So 3s. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's everything else is good.
7.
Yep.
Okay, that's 3 dead and 1 left with a wound. I've already taken a wound from somewhere, so I'm gone. I've been wiped.
Oh, okay.
Okay, target destroyed swiftly. dangerous, dangerous, dangerous woman on her own. She's been joined by Buddy here, but making a 3-inch pile move towards the closest enemy unit, which is the intercessors. But objective cleared. That's Amy Almo's squad there, doing well. Now controlling the centre of the table. Yes, so interrupt play. Where do we interrupt if we decide to do so? Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take the hit. There's a little bit of a method to my madness here, but there's a tough decision to be made up. It's because I've got if I had more CP, I'd do it, but I've only got 2 CP left, and I need them for other things.
I can see your CP as well.
What?
If you roll, then I might. There's a chance I can get some back. So
yes, of course. Yeah, no, it's okay. So fight away. You can pick any unit you want. Now we're not going to interrupt. Okay, so to strike next will be.
We'll do the Wraith Lord. That's 4 attacks. I'm not going to do sweeping. So
Yes.
Hit on 3s.
Okay, 2 have missed.
Whoa. We'll hope for the best.
Should be alright. Should be alright. 2 3s to wound.
That's a 2. That's a 4.
Okay, 1 goes through. AP minus.
4.
It is -4. There's nothing I can do.
4, yes.
You've done it. There's nothing I can do
Does it go up?
other than blow up. Not a good situation. All you can do is blow up. No, we don't. Okay, so Invicta Tactical War Suit can go. It's been destroyed. Okay, so attacks coming in across here. 3 of them are going to go into the Terminators to try and pick on them. Just looking for. Are you hitting on 3s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Visor could jump out of his bolt. This would have been rerolls as well.
Okay. There's the other incentive not to fight, to interrupt and fight, as if we had caused a casualty. That card be then hitting with a +1 to the hit rolls for the squad.
There have been a couple of extra as well.
Yeah. 3s. Strength 8.
Strength 8, yeah.
2s to wound. Always a couple of 1s.
I'm going to plan to reroll this. I'm going to use a.
CP is the last one.
Cost me anything? It does. That's my last one.
CP gone.
But I also need these Terminators gone.
Peter Almo.
Peter Almo, yes. So replace this with.
That's Hex. Okay, Patreon helping out. So we've got 4 have made it through.
4 through at AP -3.
Invulnerable saves. First one. Carried gun called Thrall of the Silent King. No.
2 damage.
2 damage. Martin Vagabond blocks that one. Samuel Pennary blocks that one. And then we'll go to Tyler Schwab, who has a reputation for rolling 4+, which is exactly what we need. No! CP reroll. No, we'll take it. In which case, a Terminator will die because it's a 3-wound model, stacking up to 4 wounds. So we'll take it. We'll lose a Terminator. We'll keep the other 4 alive. There's more attacks to come.
So I am to the.
Plasma Inceptors, yeah. 3s.
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's 4 hits.
3s to win this time because they're toughness 5.
Yeah.
3 make it through. -3.
Yeah.
6s to block. Blocked 1. So 4 damage, which will kill 1 and put 2 wounds on another.
Just take this one.
Yeah, take the damage one at the front and then keep the Sergeant alive with 2 models. They're a bit tangly. That's it, thank you. And then he goes there. Keep the 2 wounds on. Perfect. Okay, that's the situation.
Right, the Raider. This one has 6 because it has chained snares.
Okay. These are all going into the sanguinary guard.
They are indeed, yes.
I think the intent's just to snip 1 wound away and that'll kill another model.
Yeah. The less I have there, the less attacks there is going out.
Against someone else.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of soften them up a little for the incubi that hopefully will not blow up whenever this inevitably goes. Hit on 3s. And my strength 6.
3s to wound.
6s give me an extra AP. 1.
Just
And
the 1.
-1.
3 up. I'd like to keep him alive. We'll go Tyler Summers. No, we'll keep you Tyler Summers. He's a Drakari player.
No.
We'll turn to the Thousand Sons for help. Don't tell the Emperor. Passed. -1. Yeah, we're starting at 2+.
That's not heresy.
It's bad, isn't it? Okay. So anywhere else that you can activate him, he made a charge. There's obviously no target, but he can make a consolidation move. That's the Archon. Yeah, so you can head that way. And looking around, I think that's it. Right, our chance to strike back here. So further damage coming in against Blood Angels, but not wipeouts here. We've got a chance to hit back across this side. All right, 4s to hit with the Terminators.
Okay.
Extra attack because we were charged. Rerolling 1s because of the Captain. Okay. So, no complaints about the hits coming through. I think 2s to win. We were charged. We'd be on 3s to win normally. So, 2s to wound. That will do. Right, okay. So now we're asking the Ynnari to make saves of their own here. So 7 to make. AP minus 2 or 3. It doesn't matter because it's going to be 4+ invulnerable save here. It's axes and shields against shields and hammers. 4s.
2 and 3 gone. So how much damage a piece?
Damage 3. Drops to damage 2. So 1 model slain.
And 1 is
2 wounds on another. Plasma Inceptor Sergeant. Too far away. Reroll 1s. And no wounds come through against the Wraith Blades. Right, next we'll do the Captain fighting here. 4 attacks base and then we were charged. So we've all hits, then minus the hit rolls with the Hammer of Bale.
6.
So for 6, be 2s to wound. Okay, so these are minus 3. So I'm going to cut through the arm unless you've got an invuln save. You may well have a
Don't actually, it's only against range.
12 damage.
That's it though.
That's him gone. Does he blow up? He does.
So,
We'll calculate this. This is good for you because you're going to put mortal wounds onto my characters. This is actually a good result here for the raid. It's almost a perfect scenario here. So there's a number of things to do. You've got to roll up for models inside. Mortal wounds come through. It's going to slay a model from here as well. This is actually a very good result for the Ynnari. Okay, so that's the situation. No 1s rolled at all, so even better. All 10 Incubi getting out, and the Visage as well. But the mortal wounds come through. 2 mortal wounds on the Terminators, 3 mortal wounds taken on the Chaplain, 2 more taken on the Captain as well, and then 1 mortal wound enough to slay another model from the Sanguinary Guard. So Blood Angels being oppressed. Look up, they've been held back here by Ynnari units being thrown in. So good play. It's keeping the Blood Angels assault contained for now, at least. So turn comes to an end. Looking good enough for the Ynnari at this stage. I think they've wrestled the game in their favour.
yes, that's 3 secondaries. Storm hostile objective.
Oh no.
That objective that you owned.
Yes.
The tempting target.
I allocated that one, yeah. It's the one I chose.
Was, of course, your Worset.
The one with the largest amount of wounds. Yeah, so a triple over on the far objective. A nice tasty amount of victory points coming through. So that actually puts us at 20 points each. So 15 points picked up for secondaries for the Ynnari, plus the 5 points for primaries at the start of the turn. So 20-20 at this stage. Turn comes to an end here. Blood Angel's not down and out of it yet, but there's some serious work to be done. This is a tricky situation across here. What do we do? How do we break out of this? How do we charge into units that can fight first? Not easy. And we're damaged. We're taking wounds on our characters as well. But we'll press on. We'll go on to Blood Angels turn 3 next. Okay, so we're on turn 3 for the Blood Angels. So extra bonuses start kicking in for them on turn 3. Got the Assault Doctrine and then the extra attack as well. 5 points picked up for primaries for holding on to this one. We have Deploy Teleport Homer, which is quite doable. Grind them down and storm hostile objective. So a 13-inch advance across it because the +1 for the Blood Angels took us out of the ruin and onto this objective here. Then the Lucas Brown Librarian Dreadnoughts moved across 6 inches. 6 inches moved up with these. Going to use these infantry to try and storm the central objective is the idea. And then across here, we can't take on the Incubi here, so we jumped across the top with the Captain and the Sanguinary Guard. Chaplain's remained where he is. He's kicked off on his litanies, but he can't use those auras until at Kyle's turn, because we are going to try and perform the secondary for Deploy Teleport Home. An infantry unit can do it, and it'll be completed at the end of my turn, so we'll do that. And then the Terminator's happy to continue the fight against the Blade Guard, and then finally we've jumped out of combat. You can see right over in the top corner is the Plasma Inceptor trying to escape as far away as possible. Yeah, Blade Guard veterans. I've been thinking about getting those for Blood Angels, you see. That's what they're floating around in my mind.
The same thing, yeah.
So it's Wraith Guard fighting away. 4v4 over in that corner. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. So here we go. Wings of Sanguinius. 5. It may well go off on a 5, but it could easily be denied. I'm going to command, either way, I'm going to command reroll this. I think it's a 6, so we're going to command reroll this one to try and make it better. 7. So 8 required here to try and block with the Farseer. It's quite a big roll, actually.
7?
Yes, 7 in total, yeah. So an 8 would be... And blocked. 5 and 3 is 8. God, I was going to go 12 straight towards him.
Yeah.
You saw it coming. Okay, it's quite an obvious one.
There's a face-off happening here, and
Oh boy.
I get that he's a squatter, but I'm quite at that.
He could cause trouble. He could have caused trouble, but it's been blocked. That Farseer in the middle, Ben Shaw, blocking that psychic power from coming through. Yeah, this is, I can unravel the plan here. So I'd save those 2 CP. The idea was to move another 12, plunge into him, and if I died, used the Only Indefter's Duty End to fight before I'm removed from play. That was the intent, but the psychic power's been blocked. He attempted to jump, but didn't. His feet didn't leave the ground. Psychic power blocked. All right, we'll go Smite. Goes off on a 10. So you're welcome to try and block. No, so we'll dish out D3. And it is 3. So drop it down to 4 wounds. Okay, Psychic Phase finished. We'll go on to Shooting Phase next. Okay, firepower of the intercessors here. 4 of them are going to fire into here, try and clear this objective. And the rest of the other 6 are going to go into the benches to try and clear them out. So... 3s. This is to try and finish off this Carbonite Warrior. 3s, followed by 3s. Alright, 6 saves. No minus going on though. 6 saves of 4+. Should be able to bring this model down. Hopefully.
Yeah.
He's gone. Alright, so that clears that objective. Okay. And then we'll put the rest into the benches. So the rest of the shots into the benches. Looking for 3s. Looking for 3s again. We're in Assault Doctrine now, so there's no minuses going on. So drop dice. Failed. And those have failed. So it is 5, 10, 11 saves of 4+. Should be the end of the benches here. Just the weight of the bolter here.
Let's see.
And they're going to go. They're gone. Yeah, it does help in our secondary here, grind them down, keeping a tally of destroyed units. That's helped. Next target with the Archon, try and plunge into him when we charge. We'll see how effective that is. So we're looking for more firepower. These advanced. Oh, yes. Not going to shoot with him because he's performing his action. Pulled out a close combat across there. So we have these units here, the Captain and the Sanguinary Guard. So I'm going to chuck a crack grenade from the Captain.
Okay.
Hits, wounds, -1. Link a bit. 4+.
Field.
Okay. So there's still 1 wound though, aren't they?
They are still 1 wound.
Okay, that's good. That's good news. Alright. We're going to put Angelus bolt guns into them now. So 10 shots, our unit's been cut down. Looking for 2s, rerolling 1s for the Captain. They're on +1 to hit roll because of Heirs of Ascalon. And then we're looking for 3s to wound. Can't complain. It's 8 at AP -1. Okay, 1 Strands of Fate's being used. It's painful decisions here, but it's trying to limit the damage. There's 7 rolls to make of 4+. Just trying to limit the damage on these.
That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. -1.
Yeah.
That's 4.
4 slain. Okay. So 4 will be removed from play. Just trying to cut them down as much as possible. They're still going to be very potent. It's worth taking the large unit just to anticipate damage coming through, just to keep them nasty enough. Okay, I think that's firepower complete here for the Blood Angels. We'll go on to their charges next, bearing in mind that Ynnari can fight first, so we'll choose carefully. We'll go on to charges next. Okay, so Blood Angel's getting stuck in. The battle's on for them. A number of combat, sort of avoided the nasty combat, sort of picked our own, which has helped a bit. Target's been eliminated across here, which has helped as well. We've plunged in there at 8-inch charge. We've plunged and pushed across here as much as we can just to stay away from the Incubi and any heroic interventions here. Just trying to cause damage as much as we can before inevitably the Incubi turn on one of these Blood Angels units. So combat resolution next. Right, 10 attacks. This is card fighting first with the Guardians.
I'm going to put them all just into the Sanguinary Guard.
Yep, here it comes.
Are they within 6 inches of the...
His arch must be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there one? There's one.
Helps.
That's a full house. They're keen today.
So their enthusiasm is top score. Can they get past the armour?
Top of the class Ynnari. No, strength 3.
Toughness 4, 5s. There's a few 2 ups, passed. Okay, next combat's the Archon across here, and then the Wraith Guard as well, or Wraith Blades.
Alright, the Archon 5 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. There's 1.
4s to win regardless.
4s and 6s are AP minus 4.
Nice.
Of which there aren't any, so 2 at AP minus 3.
Pass 1 on a 6.
1 damage just.
1 damage, take a wound. Okay, happy enough with that result. Yeah, do the blade. Wraith Blades next. So they're going to tuck in. It's 4 against 4. That's probably going to change it.
3 and 3. Now these are hitting on 2s.
Because I damaged you. Not quite in range for the rerolls. Hitting on 2s because they've taken damage. They've been annoyed.
So these are strength 7. No.
So we're looking for 3s.
Yes.
3s to win. Most, virtually all of them.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
God, this could cost us unless we roll well. We'll go for Patreon's Tom Weeks. Help. Oh. Tyler Summers. Help. Yes. Reed Gardner. Yes. And there's 3 more.
Yep. Oh.
Terminators for the Emperor. Oh, praise the Emperor. Right, okay. So that's going to kill him. And it's 2 damage a time. Yes. So I'll roll that onto the next model. 3 remain. Vitally. They're still there, refusing.
They're firm back.
refusing to yield. We have to go to our chargers, so we'll leave them or go across here. So we'll go with the captain next. 4 attacks base. Space Marines on the charge. Imperium Sword. Savage Echo. 7 attacks. 2s. I can reroll a single hit roll per turn, so we'll do that now. And then we'll go for wounding on 2s. All of them 7, minus 3, minus 4 for Assault Doctrine. Any funny stuff going on with them? Nothing?
So
7's slain, hammered into the ground.
1.
The platform.
Plus 6.
Yes.
That leaves me with a solid 4 Guardians.
Yikes. Sanguinary Guard, they're just as crazy as the captain here. 5 attacks each. I'll do 10. So hitting on 2s because the captain's near them. And they'll be wounding on 2s. God, 10 out of 10 with 3 models left. It would have been 25 attacks. And the swords are...
That's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, and Carmine Sword, they're AP minus 4, 2 damage. It's crazy. Right, so they can be cleared out of the way. Objective cleared very swiftly. Without any kind of mercy here for the Blood Angels plunging into the Guardians. They're gone. All right, Sanguinary Guard, we've shifted them this way, just sort of square up a little bit against the Incubi. Bracing ourselves what happens next. To fight with the Terminators, a real vicious combat, very highly concentrated around here. So Terminators, the bonuses, it's 2, 3 for the Sergeant, and then another 2 for the other model. I'll see if we get any other bonuses. I don't think we do. We can't get any kind of bonuses from the Chaplain. He's busy with deployed teleport hammers. I think that's the attacks that we get, but we'll just double check. Yeah, it's only if I am charged, was charged, performed heroic intervention, so don't get any extras going on with them. So we are just on. It's just the extra AP minus though does come through on the hammers. Won't make any difference. Looking for 4s. looking for, I think your toughness 6.
Yes.
3's to wound them. 3 make it through. It's 3 saves of 4+. Block 2, well done. 2 damage. Just gonna. Oh, here we go. Look, 3 on 3 now.
3 on 3.
Okay. Yeah, so across here now, this is why I charged these in, because of this. 21 attacks base, Space Marines on the charge, Savage Echoes on top of that. Lots and lots of attacks coming through is the idea, to try and overwhelm this Archon. So we're looking for 3s. I had to draft in some of the Xenos dice. So take away the 1s and 2s. So a lot of attacks come through. Good few of miss, was pretty average. I think we're on 2s to wound, strength 4.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, and then +1 to the wound rolls, so Blood Angels. So 2s. This will be a test for your 2-up invuln save. So looking for 2s, taking away any 1s. There's loads and loads. So we're going to count these in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 to make here. Right. One at a time.
We'll do it in 5s.
Okay.
Because that still gives us 5.
No, because you're 1 at a time with your shield.
Yeah, but...
Shield's gone, right, it's roll 2. It's roll 2. Right, so you've then got 24 saves at AP -1 combat knives.
That's 5 up.
God, I think he's going to go.
How many?
24.
We'll do it.
10 at a time.
We'll see if 5 does it.
Okay. So he's taken 1 wound so far. The ouches, I can see a few 1s.
There's 1, 2, 3, so 3 wounds.
3 wounds so far. There's a few more of that. So he's gone. He's gone. Okay. It's just an overwhelming number of attacks coming through. It's sort of not a secret weapon as such, but it's a good reserve for the Blood Angels to be able to call upon those extra attacks. +1 to the wound rolls, assault doctrine, all those things kicking in and can help overwhelm targets. So well done to the intercessors. They've worked hard in this game. They've now claimed objective secured as well, so they've now claimed a central objective. Right, so we've tucked in onto the objective with them. God, if that had happened, it really could have caused a dent as well. But the Dreadnought didn't make it in, sadly. It was blocked. The Psyker really helping out to salvage that situation across there. So not too bad here for the Blood Angels. They have recovered to some degree. Is it enough? Not sure at this stage. Both sides fighting well. It's a close enough scoreline. But we'll give an update on the score. That means this action's been completed. We'll see what else has been picked up here by the Blood Angels on their 3rd turn. So, points coming with Blood Angels, not too bad at all. 5 points of primaries. Then deploy teleport home was successful across here with the chaplain. So 5 points picked up for that. Storm hostile objective. Yes, we took this one off the Guardians with ruthless efficiency. So 5 points picked up for that. And then we're keeping a tally here for grinding them down. 4 kills so far. That's the Banshees, the Archon, the Carbolite Warriors, and then across here as well. Taking down the Guardians. So Carl needs to destroy 4 Blood Angels units, trying to stop the 5 points that secondary from coming through. So secondary is strong enough for the Blood Angels on this turn. Have they done enough? We can't write the Ynnari off yet for sure. They've still got strong units on the board, still some nasty units to get involved in close combat, but I would say they'll need to strike back as hard as the Blood Angels to get themselves back ahead. It all depends on the secondaries that are drawn and used as well as we go on to their turn 3. Coming up next as the battle continues. Right, so moving complete for the Ynnari on turn 3. Wraithflaw, we knew which direction he goes. He's heading off in this direction. 2 targets. The closest would be the Intercessors. Wave Serpent's happy to sit where it is. A bit of an adjustment there with the Rangers. I think the idea is to snipe some of these characters here. I think it's the chaplain he's going after. Going after him. They're vulnerable because they've taken damage, these characters. Then a possible smite ambush here. The Ben Shaw Farseer moving across to go after the captain. Then this is the combat we knew would take place, so he could be lining up. Half the squad left, but still very, very potent. The Visage with them as well. The melee rages as these two continue to fight against each other here. A little bit of manoeuvring just onto the objective, but want to lend some firepower support in this direction with the Dire Avengers. And that is it. Both sides' units have been cut down in this battle. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Ancestor's Grace has gone off. Let's put it onto the Incubi. Smite. That's just to kill my captain. 1 dice gone off the board.
But so far.
6 is fine, yes. Oh, no. Double 6. I was going to try and deny it. Right, what do I got? Oh, 6 and 3. D6 mortal wounds, then just don't roll a 1. 4. Nothing I can do. Captain's gone. It's Michael Fryer in charge of him, but the captain well and truly is fried here. God, yeah. Oh, I lost him. Eldar trickery. Target destroyed.
No prisoners is everything. Blood and guts is melee only.
Right. Carl's keeping tally of wounds and damage caused here, so that will help towards that tally for sure. Lazarus brought down. Okay, psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. Sniper shots against the chaplain. Target. Well, Carl moved, so it'll be 3s. We're checking the range. 36. Should. Oh, we may have be a few short. He'll let us know how many are in range. Yeah, 3 across here. The others that are out of range. We'll go into the Sanguinary Guard.
Sanguinary Guard first.
Okay. Oh, 3 into them. Looking for 3s. And a 6 will be good. It is a wound. Yeah, we'll change this because I'm behind obscuring terrain. So we'll go for the 3 shots into the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that again. It's no problem. 2 hits. And 5s to wound and 6s are good. Nothing. Okay.
Chaplain there?
Yeah, 2 shots into the chaplain.
Yeah.
If you roll well, you'll take him out. 2 5s. Eldar showing off. 1 and 3. No wounds coming through. Escape that time. Firepower from here. Going into the Sanguinary Guard. Hitting on 3s. The vast majority of hit here.
Not too bad.
There's a 2 there. Yeah. Okay. 4s to wound. 6s will be very helpful. Oh, I can see some 6s. There's 5 6s at least have come through, which is a very, very good result. And then 5s. Just the 1.
Yeah.
No 4s. Okay, 1 save of 2 up. Passed. 5 saves of 5 up. Ooh, it's enough to slay 1. Yeah, we'll take him. Okay, so casualty caused. 4 of them remain. Okay.
Wave Serpent way?
Yeah, Wave Serpent.
Double lances into the
Dreadnought. Yeah, clever. Right, Spirit Stones on his. Captain's double the number of wounds. Not in a bracket as far as shooting is concerned. That is very useful.
You said you're popping smoke?
We are popping smoke.
Going to use 2 strands of fate.
To hit, seeing through the smoke. Oh, Eldar trickery at its best.
It's all seen through your primitive smoke tricks.
Okay.
Smoking mirrors.
So, you're rolling straight to wound now. 3s. Oh, not another Dreadnought being picked off by the... Oh, Snake Eyes. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
1 CP left.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have no... Oh.
God. 5, 3 plus.
So on a 6 I got it back.
No. Yo, wound does come through. AP -4, nothing I can do. D3 plus D3. It's maxed out, so that's 6 damage becomes 5 damage, so knocking us down to 3 wounds left. God, Bright Lance is a real bane for Dreadnoughts here. It's good shooting from them through the game. Shuriken Cannon's been elected to shoot across here, so that can shoot 3 shots, named 3s.
2.
And looking for 3s.
1.
-1. Passed on 6.
I'll do the Bright Lance first.
Here we go. Bright Lance into the Dreadnought. Hit. Yeah, smoke.
Smoke, yes.
Okay.
Oh, right.
That was big. Okay.
Into them.
That was huge. That would have one successful roll after that would have destroyed that Dreadnought.
So there.
3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. I'll take 4 ups. Pass both on 6 and 5. Blood Angels digging in. Flamers 2.
Hard to shift now.
2d6 hits. 6. Falls to wound. 4.
3, 4, yeah.
Yeah, 2 failed, so that wounded guy gone, and that wound will shift over onto another model. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. Singing Spear. It's coming from the Farseer.
Hit. 2 up to wound. Oh, just about.
It's useful enough. No minus. 2 up. Passed. Shooting phase finished. Charges. Key point in the game here. We're going to charges next. Yeah, Wraith Lords are a pain. They move. They're just improved all round now compared to what they were. And you've seen the value of it in this game. Turn 3, it's getting stuck in the middle of the board now.
Wraith Lords are my core. They're no longer...
The core?
They're core. They get rerolls. They're no longer vehicles. So
yeah.
They are immune to quite a lot of things. Haywire, for example.
Right, yes.
They have no degrading profile.
They don't, no, this is all good.
Damage.
Yeah, walking gun platform. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm planning to use them in my Eldar list as well, so I watch with interest how they get on. But very good indeed. And this charge went head across here. Good job. The range was closed down. It was Snake Eyes was rolled for the charge, but it still went head. Visage has gone in as well. So combat's to resolve. This is pretty big. If there's destruction wrought across here and here, that will be a hammer blow to the Blood Angels. Really going to cut their options down. So both sides, it swings and roundabouts here as both armies try and wrestle for control in this game. Going for the 8 attacks option across here to try and hack down these Primaris Marines. Will be damage 2 if they make it through. There's a 2 in there. Is that hitting on 3s?
I think that 1 was
a rollover. That's fine. Keep that one. That's fine.
Well spotted.
So you're striking me at strength 8.
Strength 7.
Strength 7. 3s to wound. Got a big roll this one.
Oh. 3.
3 have made it through at -2.
Yes.
5 pluses. Didn't block any of those though. So we'll take the damaged guy and 2 others. Casualties are heavy, but we still exist in the centre. Next is
the
Incubi. Okay, so combat's ongoing. We've resolved that across there. We've just snatched at a interrupt plate. We've burnt our last 2 CP. The intent was to hold on to that, to use it across here for only indefinite duty end, but I can't leave that combat and not react to it, so we're interrupting. We've been charged, so we are free attack space Marines have been charged, and the Savage Echoes as well. So we'll go for 2 on 2, so 2 into the Visage and then 2 into the Incubi. Okay, so we'll go after the Incubi first. Looking for 3s. Big roll here. Yeah, those have missed. I think we're on 2s to wound here.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3. The blades, strength 5. And then we were charged, so +1 to the wound rolls. AP -4.
How many is that?
5. Are they going to go?
The Cleovex does have 2 wounds.
They're 2 damage.
Oh!
Hacked. God, didn't predict this happening.
Oh.
I thought it was a foregone conclusion. Sanguinary Guard. Refusal to die. 10 attacks down to the Visage. Can we get him? We'll see. You're looking for 3s. I take it we'll be on 2s to wound him. 2 haven't gone through. Right, so there's potential 10 damage coming through here. But whatever Invon CV has, it can be called upon now. 5 have made it through. 4 plus invulnerable save.
No way. Failed 1.
Failed 1.
That was a 5. 2 damage.
2 damage.
3 wounds. If you had killed them, if you hadn't done that first, everything that died there, you could have got a wound back on a 4 up.
Oh.
Ah, shit.
Shame. Okay. Well, his bodyguard's been stripped away, but he lives though.
5 attacks.
Right, so immediately Carl's going to attack back here with a Visage. It's finally a chance for him to show us what he can do. So I'm sure he's on 2s.
Yeah, I'll hit. Strength 5.
3s to wound.
AP minus 3, I believe. They don't get any invulns, do they?
No.
Yes, AP minus 4.
Minus 4. We'll get a 6-up save. If the wounds come through, which they have quite efficiently. 4 have made it through.
So AP minus 4.
Got to get a 6 to live. It's as simple as that. We get 2.
Oh.
Okay. 1 and 2. That's the way it's going to be. And then 3. Morale should be alright. Okay. What a standoff here between these two forces.
I'm not expecting that.
No, did not expect us against the run of play there. It shouldn't have worked out that way. But again, correct us if we're wrong on interrupt play rules against Ynnari. There'll be some Ynnari players watching, so they can let us know in the comment section. I hope we've got it right, because it's been quite impactful in this game, whatever the correct interpretations of the rules are.
Could have actually rolled 2d6. Just want to see for tormentors.
Oh, yes, yes.
It doesn't.
Wouldn't have been enough. Yeah. This is to shut me down. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay. So, Wraith Blades.
3. 3 at 3, yep. That's on 2s.
Nice and efficient with their hitting.
Ugh.
Some have missed, though.
3 have missed. But.
3's to wound.
Yep. That's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 2, so...
2?
Oh, 3.
3. If roll well. Yeah, we've blocked 2. It's still be enough to kill him. So we're still on this 1 per turn mode of destruction here. 2 Terminators remain. Okay, we'll strike back. We'll go with the Terminators. They won't charge. They're still stuck on their basic here. So 3 for the Sergeant and 2 for the regular man. This action was completed at the end of our turn. So now these listeners kick back in again. So our listening of hate is just a reroll hit rolls. So 4s. Reroll. It's helped a little bit. 3's to wound. 2 wounds make it through. 1's made it through. Damage 3. Minus 1 is damage 2. So 2 wounds taken on one of the blades. Okay. So fighting continues across here. Both sides refusing to back down. Yeah, we're piling a fight with our basic Marines here. So if they can cause any kind of damage against the Wraith Lord. So we'll go across here. This is our attacks. There's plenty of them because we were charged. Looking for 3s. No kind of rerolls going on. Um, 5's to wound. Usually 6s, but Blood Angels. Yeah, we've got some. We've got a few, actually. Do you know we've caused 8? 8 wounds, AP minus 1 as well because of Assault Doctrine. They are fighting hard here, the Intercessors. Right, 8 at minus 1. Yeah, 5 damage taken. Surprise result coming through, so 5 wounds caused. So yeah, combat's resolved. Doggedly fighting in the middle with the Intercessors and across here as well. Morale's fine for all of the units involved. No one's budging at this stage. Both sides heavily depleted here. Heavy casualties on both sides here in this fight. Yeah, scoreline's tight enough. Secondary achieved this turn by Carl, and then the points for primaries as well. 30 points. And then Blood Angels, as we did complete grind them down, we got a bigger tally, so 5 points picked up for that, puts us on 40. So 40 points to Blood Angels, 30 to the Ynnari at this stage. So it's a very close game indeed, which makes for a good challenge battle on both sides. Just hammer away at each other, and it's still difficult to determine who will go on to win the game at this stage. Got to go on to turn 4. This battle is not resolved. Blood Angels turn 4 coming up next. All right, so turn 4 for the Blood Angels. We've got to go on to turn 4 here. We're not sure of the result yet at this point. So 10 points picked up for primaries. We hold this one. We do hold the centre thanks to the Intercessors. We're just about here. We've done movement, but we were here and holding on to this one. So 3 out of 5 objectives being held that put the Blood Angels heads. They get 10 points of primaries. You picked up something and we didn't declare it.
Yes. Area
denial, yeah, a whole unit within 12. So that has been achieved. So 35 points to 40 at this point. We've then brought up Battlefield Supremacy, which is controlling more objectives than the opponent, at least 3. No prisoners, got to keep a tally of damage. and then area denial as well, which is doable. We've got units in the middle also. Movement's done, remaining stationary, 6 inches forwards, backing out of close combat. Backing out of close combat across here just to hold on to this objective. Chaplain's moved across, Plasma Inceptor's moved across, remaining in close combat with the Terminators. That's movement done. Psychic phase next. Psychic phase complete. We moved again with the Dreadnought. Power went off. And also, Smite went through and caused 2 wounds. Both were attempted to be blocked, but failed there with the Farseer this time around. So just 2 wounds left on the Wraith Lord. We're going to shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase complete. Wraith Lord's gone. Melter shot coming through brought him down. Wounds came through from here as well from the Incursors. Across here, 2 wounds stripped off from a combi melter shot from the Chaplain. Fell back from combat, couldn't shoot, and fell back from combat, couldn't shoot. So shooting phase finished. Not too bad for the Blood Angels here. We'll go on to charges next. All right, charges taking place. Dreadnought's gone in late in the day, but it goes into the Wave Serpent. Then across here, I attempted to charge in that direction. Didn't want to charge into him. 4 pluses to wound would ignore my M1 save. I've already taken 3 wounds. He would die. Almost no point at all charging in, because if I charge, Carl gets to fight first, and he's going to bring the Chaplain down. So I wanted to charge across in that direction instead, but that charge did not take place. Combats to resolve next. Okay, combats have been resolved here. Wave Serpent's gone. It's been destroyed. Then across here, 1 for 1 again, so 1 Terminator gone, and then 1 of the Wraith Blades brought down as well. So we've gone on to morales, no problem. Points being picked up. Blood Angels have done okay. They've brought in points for Battlefield Supremacy, control 3 more objectives, and then Area Denial as well in the centre of the table, so 10 more points picked up for that. Almost got no prisoners, on 25 out of 30. For the tally there for wounds for targets being destroyed. What helped with that was the destruction of the Wave Serpent and the Wraith Lord. So Blood Angels on 60 points now to 35 for the Ynnari, but there's a turn in hand for the Ynnari, and points are guaranteed to come in for them on the next turn. So I'll press on turn 4 for them next. So we're on turn 4 for the Ynnari here. Secondaries that have been drawn, no prisoners.
No prisoners I'm currently working on. This turn I've drawn Overwhelming Firepower and Investigate Sight.
Okay, so those are active at the moment. Farseer has moved across. The intention, I think, is Smite and Singing Spear to go after the Dreadnought. Holding out here, going to lend some firepower across, possibly to shred the Chaplain. Visage moving in to clear and hold the objective. That'll be a good move. And that's about it. Rangers to hold position. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Right, Psychic Phase complete. The Ancestor's Grace across here went off, +1 to the wound rolls. But Smite was blocked. It went off on a 6, we blocked on a 9. So the Dreadnought helped to keep himself alive. Shooting Phase next. Okay, shooting phase finished. It's been quite eventful, actually. One of the most eventful of the games so far. Sniper rounds helped to pick off the Dreadnought. It's destroyed. A couple of mortal wounds coming through, helping to finish it. There's 2 mortal wounds that went straight through, and the single wound was then a failed armor save, so he's gone. Then across here, firepower from Dire Avengers was split. Caused 3 wounds across here, so just the 1 model left. And the Chaplain was mowed down by firepower from the front 4 that were in range, getting their wounds coming through. AP-4 when it's 6s to wounds. Effective enough from the Dire Avengers. Good shooting all round from the Ynnari at this late stage. That really has helped to wipe out units, which is very useful for this tactical play in this mission. So shooting phase finished. Charges next. Yes, charges and combats resolved. Finally breaking the Blood Angels across here. So Sanguinary Guard finally gone. The Terminators finally gone. There's been a headache here for the Ynnari, but finally, just about, they have prevailed against them. But it was a close run thing for sure. Blood Angels, with those units that have been destroyed, all of a sudden, a whole crescendo of units been removed. I've only got 2 units left on the board here, so 1 and 2 in the middle. Not looking good for the Blood Angels. Yeah, it's not fully resolved here. 60 points to the Blood Angels, 50 to the Ynnari. So they are behind. Blood Angels will get 5 points on their turn 5, and then depending on the secondaries that are drawn, I guess it's going to depend on what both of us draw. We'll go on to turn 5. It's going to be the last turn of the game. We'll decide who the winner will be, or it could even be a draw. Turn 5 for the Blood Angels. Secondaries drawn. They are in our favour here. No prisoners to continue on. Just need 5 wounds. extend battle lines, which is hold the home objective, hold a no man's land objective. And then across here, defend stronghold has been taken as well, which is to hold the home objective through to the end of Kyle's turn, or it will be the end of the game. So quite doable here. So movement, we've moved across just to get some shots across here, holding on to the central objective and shifting across here again to lend some shots in this direction. That's it. This side of the battlefield abandoned now by the Blood Angels. There's not a soul left in the deployment zone for the Ynnari for the first time in a good while. We'll press on. Well, there's no psychic phase now. We'll go straight on to shooting. Okay, shooting phase finished. Nothing from here. 6 casualties caused. 11 wounds came through, and then a number of saves failed. So there's morale to resolve across there. That's pretty much all we're going to do. We're not going to charge. We're going to hold the objectives as best as we can, and we'll cash in on the secondaries. Morale 8. I think you're going to be okay for those aspect warriors. 6 and 2 is 8, so it should be no problem. We'll give you an update on the score for the Blood Angels, and then what the Ynnari have to chase. So 75 points to Blood Angels, 5 points to primaries, and then we picked up extend battle lines, no prisoners, all been achieved, and then defend stranglehold or stronghold. This will come through at the end of the game, or the end of turn 5 for the Blood Angels as well, if they're able to hold on to this objective. That's it. That's their turn finished. There's 25 points to pick up. You're going to get 10 straight away, because you control more objectives than me, which means you need all 3 secondaries. So really what we can do is take a look at the secondaries, see if it's achievable. All 3 need to be picked up in order to... No, I don't think it's going to work, because we've got another 5 points pending here as well. Oh, no. Okay. Oh boy, it might be too little too late here for the Ynnari. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the secondaries. We'll give you an idea of how the game will go, depending on the secondaries that are drawn. Yeah, we're going to go on to turn 5. There's still some manoeuvring for the Ynnari to do. It's the last ditch attempt here against the Blood Angels. We'll press on turn 5 here for the Ynnari next. Just a handful of models left here for both sides. So you can see more models being restored. So what's that power called?
Word of the Phoenix. Now,
it's D3 models restored.
Sorry, it's only D3 if it's troops battlefield roll.
So they're not troops anymore.
At the back there, yeah.
Okay. So 4 left. Not troops. They're elites anymore, frustratingly. They used to be for a long time, but not anymore. So advanced roll taking place across here. There's snipers lined up. The intent is to try and blow away the last few on the objective to stop this defense stranglehold or stronghold there on the home objective for the Blood Angels. Movement's done. Psychic phase is done as well, apart from Strands of Fate, Super Smiting, combining together. And the damage is 2 mortal wounds taken, which will slay one of the Marines. So yeah, that smite. I reckon you can't stack the 2 6s to make it a super smite, but we've rolled off camera anyway. The result's the same. The damage came through the same 2 mortal wounds caused, so no problem across there. We're going to shooting phase next. The idea is to try and to completely destroy this unit. Bladestorm on these, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, this it was worth carrying on because remember at the end of the game for primaries, for this mission, it is. 5 points for every objective held, and Carl does hold more. So turn's finished, shooting phase done, casualties taken here, morale's passed, we hold on to the objective, so no charges to take place. So all the fighting is over. We're going to calculate points now, give you a final score. It is going to be close. I think the Blood Angels have it, but this is a tight one for sure. All right, it was close enough. So a rush of 15 extra points for primaries coming in for the Ynnari at the end. Blood Angels did cash in this one here for holding on to the home objective, plus another 10 for holding on to those 2 primaries at the end of the battle as well. So final score to the Ynnari, 40 points holding on to primaries, 40 points for secondaries. A good high scoring game from both sides. Plenty of secondaries being achieved very efficiently by both armies. 80 points in total to the Ynnari, so they've given an excellent account of themselves in this game. But the Blood Angels got 40 points for primaries and then 50 points for secondaries. We kept the flow of those coming in, but it was a high score from both sides. 90 points to the Blood Angels, 80 points to the Ynnari. Both sides have been decimated in this battle. There's hardly anything left on the board. Finally, just about the Blood Angels emerge victorious. So good battle this one. Ynnari have debuted and have given a good account of themselves. Big thanks to Carl Moorhead for coming along and participating in a game here on the channel. I'll call out the patrons at silver level. That's Anonymous, Darren Garder, Denny Wright, Peter Goodall, William Schwaz and William. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. If you want to see more battle reports of all different types, then check out YouTube channel membership. Link for that in the video description below, or you can go to the channel homepage on desktop and click join, and you can help support the channel and unlock all the extra content. We'll talk about units of the game now for both sides, a number of contenders for both armies. Units of the game for both sides, number of contenders. Sanguinary Guard were good for the Blood Angels. They killed what they touched in this game, and their firepower was pretty useful as well, with the captain helping them out. Going to give it to the intercessors across here, just a humble 10-man squad. Lots of DACA from them, and able to overwhelm targets in close combat, and crucially able to anchor down objectives as well, which proved vital in this battle. So good all-round performance from them. And just next to them is the unit of the game for the Ynnari. It's Ben Shaw on the Farseer here, the Phoenix Lord, in charge of him. It's a good performance from the Farseer on foot. Decent powers being manifested, busy throughout the battle, and helping the Ynnari to pick up points. Special shout out as well to the Wraith Lord. Good performance from him. Good to see that model viable again for Eldari forces. That's units of the game for both sides. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.